Hello, good afternoon, students. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing fine also myself today. Today we are going to be studying in Unit 8, pages 65 to 66. But before we do that, I forgot to tell you guys the date. So today is Friday, the 23rd, October 2020. Okay? So again, like I said, today we're going to be in Unit 8, pages 65 to 66. And in that unit, we are going to be learning about festivals and celebration. Okay? So festivals, what is festival? Okay, festivals are like an event, okay? It's an event, a day to celebrate. An example here, we have the water festival here in Cambodia. Okay, on that day, what we do, in other words, event, we go to the river, watch people ride their boat or have a boat race, and people gather and sit and watch. Some people eat good food and have barbecue. So that's what a festival is, okay? It's an event to celebrate. Okay, and number 2, celebration. I'm pretty sure you know what celebration means, right? You guys told me it was commemoration, to commemorate something, right? Celebrate. So here's an easier version. Celebration is an act or an event to make something special. So when you are celebrating something, you're basically like you're having a party, you're having a gathering with people, so you're having a fun time. So again, it's an act. Okay, an act is like a party or something. Okay, so in this unit, we are going to be learning about 4 holidays. Okay, we got New Year's Day, Burns Night, St. Patrick's Day, and April Fool's Day. Okay, these are all holidays. Now, we're going to be talking about the festivals for that holiday. So, what again, festivals are what they do on that day, okay? So, what do they do to celebrate it? Like their tradition, what do they normally do? Okay, so again, New Year's Day, Burns Night, St. Patrick's Day, April Fool's Day. And teacher brought you some pictures for you to take a look at, but I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, okay? So this is New Year's Day, okay? This is a picture basically on New Year's Day. And here's another one. This is a picture of how London people celebrate their New Year's. Okay, and this is Burns. His name is Robert Burns. Okay, and you guys could figure out who celebrate that and when do they celebrate that. Okay, and this right here, St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so when you see St. Patrick's Day, you see a lot of green and the clovers there. And then we have April Fool's Day. So by looking at this picture, what do you think April Fool's Day is about? Okay, so those are some things for you to think about before we move on to task 2. I will tell you more in task 2. Okay, so for your keywords today, teacher wants you to find out the word festival. Okay, again, festival. And number 2, chimes. Okay, again, chimes. Number 3, tradition. Again, tradition. Okay, number 4, poet. Again, poet, poet. And number 5, shamrock. Again, shamrock. So for your tasks, before you start reading, teacher wants you to find these definitions and try to put them into your own words, okay? Do not copy the dictionary word for word, or if you could read out of your book, if you could get the definition out of there, that would be even better. So class, that's it for clip 2. Please submit me your definition to my personal telegram, and we will continue in clip 2. Thank you. Hello students, and welcome back to class. So I had you guys look up the definition for the key words, right? So right now we're going to go over the key words. So the first word, festival, a day of a celebration. In other words, it's an event, okay? It's something happening on a special day, like a party or something. Okay, number two, chimes. Okay, again, chimes, a melodious ringing sound. Okay, again, a melodious ringing sound. So chimes are like, say, a clock. When it hit a certain hour, say 12 o'clock, for example, when it hits at 12 o'clock, that clock would like play like some little short music for you to listen. And another chimes would be, I don't know if you guys have some hanging from your house, but they're like little seashells that hangs outside, and when the wind blows, when they touch each other, you would hear this noise, like a melody noise, like ting, ting, ting. So those are what chimes are, okay? It's a melodious ringing sound. Okay, and number three, tradition. Okay, the tradition are things that are done the same way year after year. So, in other words, tradition is something that's passed down from generation to generation. Say, from your grandma, grandpa, pass it down to your mom and dad, and then pass it down to you. And then when you have kids, your tradition will be passed on to your kids. So it's something that you normally do year after year, like every holiday you do a certain specific thing, okay? And number four, poet. Okay, a poet is a person who writes poems. So a poet, somebody who writes poems. So I know poems are like little short, not stories, but short paragraphs that has rhyming words, okay? So those are poems. Okay, number five, shamrock. Okay, again, shamrock is a small plant with 3 round leaves. Okay, and I will show you a picture of that soon. So in clip 1, teacher had you read pages 65 to 66. And we are going to go over that together as a class, okay? But before we do that, I'm going to explain to you these holidays real quick. So New Year's. Again, teacher showed you a picture of New Year's. Okay, this is a picture for New Year's. This is how they would celebrate it in London, where they have this clock here. This clock is called Big Ben. Okay, so on their New Year's, they wait until 12 o'clock hit, and then they shoot fireworks. Okay, so again, this is in London. This is called the Big Ben. It's a clock. Okay, here's a better picture of it. Okay, so it's a building, and then it has a big old clock, and when it hit a certain hour, it plays a little bit of music. Okay, and number 2, Burns Night. Okay, Burns Night is celebrated by Scottish people. Okay, so this is Robert Burns. Okay, he's a famous poet in Scotland, and people celebrate that day because it's his birthday. Okay, so that is Burns Night. Okay, and number 3, St. Patrick's Day. This is St. Patrick's Day. So when you see a festival like this, mostly you see green and clovers. Okay, so this is what a shamrock is. Okay, but it don't actually have 4 leaves. It only has 3. Okay, now the reason why this have 4 leaves because the Irish people, when they see the 3 leaves, these 3 leaves represent love. I'm sorry, love. Yeah, what did I write it? Okay, represent love, faith, and hope. So that's 3 leaves, okay? But this picture has 4 leaves. We never see 4-leaf clover. They don't exist. So their tradition is if you find a 4-leaf clover, the 4 leaf is supposed to bring you luck. Okay, so that's a tradition way of the Irish people celebrating Patrick's Day. And St. Patrick Day, they celebrating the death of a saint. Okay, and a saint is a person who's close to God. Okay, and number 4, April's Fool Day. Okay, this is April's Fool. So you see a picture of a clown, right? So on what that means is people likes to play jokes on each other on that day. So you know, when people say, oh, you have something on your face but you really don't, and then they say April Fool when you touch your face because there's nothing on your face. So that is a day they celebrate for April's Fool's Day, okay? If you have any questions, you could text me on my personal Telegram and teacher will try to explain it more. Okay, so that is it for clip 2. Right now we're going to go over as a class and read. And then after we read, I would send you the task 2 on group chat. Okay, so task 2 will be posted. Okay, and then I'll see everybody in clip 3. Okay, students? Thank you. Hello, students, and welcome back to Social Studies. First of all, thank you everybody for submitting me your task 2. And everybody did a great job on reading today, okay? Very good. So this clip right here, we're just going to review on what we have learned today, okay? So festival. Festival is an event, okay? It's an event of a special day that we celebrate. And celebrate is an act or an event to make something special. So in other words, to commemorate something, or in easier term, it'd be like a party. You're having a party for something special for that day, okay? And today we also learned about these 4 holidays, right? First of all, we have New Year's Day. Okay, it's the time or day of a new calendar year begins. And the picture the teacher showed you, or the text that you read in the book, they're talking about London New Year's Day. And London's New Year's Day, what they do is they gather around the Big Ben clock and wait for the hand to strike 12 o'clock, and then you hear music from that clock, okay? And we also learned about Burns Night. Burns Night is a Scottish celebration of a famous poet named Robert Burns. So that picture I showed you, that was Mr. Robert Burns. They're celebrating in honor of his birthday, okay? He was a famous poet. Okay, number 3, St. Patrick's Day. Okay, St. Patrick's Day, they observe of the death of a saint named Patrick. He's a saint of Ireland. So he was a famous saint. He was really close to God, and the people there in Ireland really loved him. So they're celebrating his death, okay? And number 4, April Fool's Day. Okay, we know that April Fool's Day, people like to play tricks or jokes on each other. Okay, but with tradition, you're only supposed to be playing tricks until midday, okay? Okay, and key words, we know the key words: festival, a day of celebration; chimes, a melodious ringing sound; tradition, things that are done the same way year after year; a poet, a person who writes poem; and number 5, shamrock. Shamrock is a small plant, like I showed you, okay? It normally has 3 leaves, but with tradition, if you find 4 leaves, it's supposed to bring you luck. Okay, class, so I hope you guys learned something today. Your homework will be posted in the group chat. Please get your homework done by next week. And thank you everybody for joining me for class today. And I will see you next week. Everybody have a great weekend. Bye-bye.